Now seriously, what is this shit? It's May 18th, 2022. There's record-breaking heat in parts of the planet. There's slush and ice and snow, and it's not getting any better here in Wells, BC today. What is this bullshit anyways? Oh my, it's really snowing. Let's see what the average person at the Sunset Theater thinks of this weather.
Fucking sucks.
It's a balmy 12 degrees on the same day that brought us a snowstorm this morning. Typical. And now we're gonna have a thunderstorm.
Well, weather in Wells, BC is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Why such a late spring in Wells, BC? We're finally starting to get some melt going on the last few days, despite the snow. This last week, maybe we've seen a fair bit of our snow finally go. Look, the ball field finally has mud. I was asked what I think about the Maunder minimum or the solar minimum, and so I retorted back, well, what do you think about the heat wave in Pakistan, the record-setting heat in India, the record-setting heat all through the Middle East, and we'll surely be returned to that in some places. What we're seeing is we're on the wrong side of the jet stream, and the jet stream is more of a place for the same climate change skeptics who ask about, here comes Meow, he's chased me down for a walk. I guess I'd ask you about the solar minimum and the solar maximum, but I don't think you actually know. Same climate change skeptics who are asking about the Maunder minimum also used to say, well, it's the solar maximum. That was their excuse for why we were getting hotter and hotter summers. So you can't look at what's happening here as the whole picture. You have to look at the whole picture, and the whole picture is the planet's heating up, and we've been getting some crappy ends of the stick at times. So we are getting this El Nino pattern. The jet stream is dipping very low, and we're getting that Gulf of Alaska weather, which reminds me very much of 2019. It was a very wet, crappy year. I hope it's not like that again, but I have reason to think that that's what's going on right now, at least. What does the average person at the Sunset Theater think of the solar maximum or minimum? We got a full-on thunderstorm coming in. So check this out. The Jackal Club's Lake still has ice on it. This is probably the longest I've ever seen that, but it's really putting a dent into my fishing, that's for sure. Usually the ice is off or broken up by Mother's Day. I do recall one year, maybe 2 or 3, 4 years back, where there was chunks of ice still floating around on May 28th. So I don't recall when the ice broke, but I'm sure we're pushing against that for the record or whatever, at least one of the local records. In fact, Kathy Landry, who's lived here her whole life, and she's lived a long life already, she says that she's never seen the ice on the lake by this weekend still. Ice still in the lake and a full-fledged thunderstorm trying to balloon up. So today we've had hail, snow, now thunderstorms. The 18th of May, things are weird in Wells, BC. Oh, he wants to be friends now.
Yeah.
That's funny, eh? What do you think of this weather we've been having?
Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Can't do anything.
Your main thing is prospecting.
No, I can't dig any holes yet. Ground's still frozen. Ground's still covered in 3 feet of snow in the bush. It's horrible.
How many weeks late do you think we are?
A month.
Feels like it, eh?
At least a month.
Feels like it.
This should be like April.
Let's ask the average guy at the Sunset Theater why the weather isn't getting any better.
Entropy continues to escalate.
To hell with thunderstorms, let's just snow some more. Isn't that special?